Hi, everybody. Cody from The Way of the Void here. Just hoping that you know that this is just for entertainment purposes only. We're just trying to make you giggle a little bit. It's damn near designed so you can't learn anything from it. Just keep that in mind. It's just laughs, folks.
There is no other God. Satan killed him.
He's dancing.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Cody.
This is Eric.
This is The Way of the Void.
The triumphant return.
The triumphant return before
Yeah.
the fucking mist gives us the mesothelioma.
What is that?
What, mesothelioma?
Yeah.
It's like the small cell lung cancer you get from like
Asbestos.
inhaling fucking asbestos particles and shit.
That doesn't sound good.
No, man, you know, remember all the like infomercials that came on in like the early 2000s that were like those like call 1-800 fucking JG Wentworth if you fucking been diagnosed with mesothelioma. You
I was
remember
too busy
those?
huffing paint.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back, Cody.
I'm sure these fucking things don't help, but
It's been a while.
it has been a while.
It has been. We took a week off.
Not by choice.
No,
It didn't feel like it. I was over here. I did my bullshit.
I did.
You fucking retards lost it.
No, maybe it was in the wrong file.
I
Yeah.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
No.
For those just tuning in, this will be take 2. We were going for 20 minutes before Nikki was like, I think I'm streaming instead of recording. Oh, and then
it was
fucking the one
straight out
next to me,
recording.
he goes, yeah, I saw you hit the top button. And just decided to stay quiet about it, I guess.
Hey,
Yeah.
I like to live in whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's just say there's a Leonard Nimoy and there's a couple of fucking Shatners, all right? I came to work prepared. These two can't wait to go battle with their fucking tech. Anyways, we'll add that to the minutes we've lost.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
all around.
I learned
So it feels good to be back, and we have Nikki back.
Nikki, producer Nikki,
hello.
is back.
Finally back, folks.
Back in the director's chair.
Yeah. What do you think Angie's doing right now? Do you think she fainted?
Yeah, she just fainted.
Yeah.
Yeah, her
Like a
hair just
goat.
turned fucking white and
Yeah.
she fell over. Yeah.
Out she goes.
Yeah. But yeah, it's good to be back.
It was great to be back. I'm excited.
We apologize for missing a week.
Yeah.
We didn't think that would happen, but it happened.
Yeah, we recorded all day.
Yeah, we
And
recorded the entire
I got
day.
home, and then Eric sent me a text around like 10 o'clock. I was like, they're not here.
Yeah, I was editing the fucking Warrens video, and then I was like, oh yeah, I should just check to like put those in the iMovie just so it's all ready to go.
Right.
And then nope.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Yeah. But to be fair, those 2 episodes were kind of bummers.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, I took it as an omen. I think both of us did, because both of our episodes we fell into the same trap of we had really dark shit,
Yeah.
and maybe we'll revisit it. I don't know.
We might.
But both of them were pretty rough to get through.
It's just funny because obviously we're like all on a text chain together, and we kind
Yeah.
of like try to coordinate topics so we don't research the same shit.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? Because that could
Yeah.
happen.
I know, dude. Nikki's been pushing the fucking Reddit fucking mud flood for
The mud flood. I might do it next. I might.
Yeah?
Yeah, I might do it
That's
next.
my favorite.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because
What are you gonna do though? It's like
we'll just talk about the conspiracy.
dipshits discovered basement windows and fucking.
I want to explain
Done?
what everybody thinks because it's all over the place.
Yeah.
It is all over the place. I'll compile some stuff. I'll do some research.
Right. Right.
Ooh, actually, I've just discovered a new conspiracy
Yeah.
that is does not deserve an episode whatsoever. But I just thought I'd bring it up to you.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a couple kooks on TikTok, or maybe it's one kook on TikTok that thinks that President Trump is actually Elvis.
What?
Yeah. And they do like a fucking face. There's like all these like animations of face splitting, and like
Right.
I guess they have the same teeth and same like nose. And
Okay.
so people are saying that like Elvis faked his death and then became Trump.
Isn't Trump kind of tall?
Yeah, Trump's super tall.
I don't remember Elvis.
I don't know,
tall,
but
is he?
super tall. I think he's like 6'3".
No, he's like 6'8".
6'8"?
Yeah.
Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah, that
producer
fucking,
Nikki.
That Barron kid is like 12 feet tall.
Oh, you see, came from him and that fucking Scandinavian broad or whatever, right?
No,
Yeah.
is she Scandinavian?
I have no fucking clue, dude. You reach a certain point, it's all Russia.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially after that the
Trump 6'3".
Fucking told you. He just looks like he's 6'8" to you.
whatever.
You're
He just
fucking
fucking
4'9".
he fucking just typed that in his notes. He didn't even Google
6'7".
it. There you go. Wait, what?
Barron
Barron.
is 6'7". Yeah, he's a biggin.
Yeah, he's a big.
He's a
one.
big
Have
one.
you ever seen the meme or whatever where it's like Trump and Melania walking, and then Barron they like Photoshop him even bigger, and then he's just like, "Want me to take care of them, father?"
Yeah, yeah, dude, the
fucking-
fucking Sith apprentice.
Ogre, yeah.
I love it.
too
How
much-
long have you been thinking that the president's like 8 feet tall? It's been like 8 years, huh?
Yeah, I've been thinking he's tall. Well, I didn't even know he's that tall until this last election or whatever, because people kept talking about it.
Right,
Yeah.
right. It's great when he goes abroad and he goes to a country with like a high population of short people.
Oh yeah.
He's just all these meetings. Huh?
That one during his first presidency when he like had that meeting or press conference with the Japanese president, and he shook his hand, and then the president's like,
Yeah.
"That guy's dead."
Oh fuck, yeah.
Yeah, somebody killed him, assassinated him.
Ooh.
Yeah, because they don't have guns in Japan, and somebody
Yeah.
made a makeshift shotgun.
Damn.
Yeah,
Oh,
with
they
like-
wanted him.
Yeah, they made it with like some fucking pipes and like a crazy battery and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Electric
Yeah, it was like
mechanism.
electric shotgun.
Yeah, some fucking MacGyver shit.
Can I say the Japanese very industrious people?
What is it, The Fugitive, where the dude like makes the gun out of the fucking like toilet paper shit? Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he fucking comes out and pop. Mm-hmm. Wow, I didn't know they did that.
Yeah. He wasn't president. He like had already his term was already,
Somebody was still,
and he was
somebody had a grudge.
but he was like giving a speech like live on
Yeah.
TV, and somebody ran up and fucking shot him.
yeah, dude, fuck spirit bomb.
Yeah.
Hadouken.
I don't know anything about Japanese politics, so I don't know if that guy was cool or he was a piece of shit.
No,
but
yeah. Our
He's not
knowledge.
cool.
He's not cool.
He's not cool.
Not
Yeah,
cool.
somebody shot him.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but somebody did that to Martin Luther King too.
Yeah.
It
Do you have
has
any?
no bearing on whether somebody's
said it.
fucking cool.
you have
or
any
not.
opinions on that, Nikki?
Yeah. Probably not a cool guy.
Yeah.
Somebody shot him.
Yeah. Yeah. I bet
Nobody's ever shot any cool people.
Yeah.
They all bad guys.
Yeah. I bet you now you wish you hit the fucking wrong button.
Yeah. Are we streaming?
Fucking hell.
God damn, it's good to be back.
It's good to be back.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I know.
This is a fun way to spend Saturday though.
This
I
is
like
a
it.
fun little Saturday. That's for us.
Got the dogs here.
Yeah.
They're both sleeping.
Well, you know what I've been doing? There's many new news stories over here. So one, we'll fucking get into it, but one, I got my first fucking naked anime lady doll. Yeah. Yeah, I was pumped.
I don't
I got a Damon girl.
I don't support collecting like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't Nikki, don't pan over here.
Yeah, don't do it, Nick. He's
you got-
sensitive about his dolls.
You got a little demon dolly?
Yeah, I did. You know, it's funny too. So I get this package, right? I'm at work, and
Can I post a picture of it, or is it not safe for work?
Yeah, I'll send you one. I don't give a fuck. It's not safe for work. Yeah. Like, you know, she's got titties and puss out. So,
Out?
yeah. If I'm going to buy one, I'm not going to fuck around.
That's true.
You know? I'm heading that way. So,
Cool.
I
Well,
got
good for
one.
you.
And so the package came around.
Yeah.
I give it to the house, and the wife goes like, "Oh, you got a package?" And I go, "Yeah!" I get all excited. I'm over there cutting it open, and I bring it out, and she like kind of looks at it, and she's like, "Cool, cool." And I was like, "Yeah." I was fucking with her. I was like, "Here it goes," and I just put it like in the living room, just like right on the fucking shelf.
Yeah.
And she's just like, no, we're not putting it in the living room. So I put it on a shelf in my in our bedroom or whatever, and
As a marital aid.
yeah, of course. And she's kind of looking at it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know what you're thinking. Fucking super sick, right? And she's like, she fucking body shames my anime girl statue. And I was like, fuck. Like, I didn't think, I thought maybe I'm gonna catch some flack for this. But
Yeah.
even though my wife's chill as fuck.
Yeah.
But she's like, you know, if this is the kind of thighs you're gonna be fucking bringing home, like, why bother? And I was just like, fuck, all right, shit.
So it's no. So it's no Chung Li.
I mean, dude, for me, I was like, these are good.
Yeah.
You know, but for her, I guess she needs something with that little bit more of that thickness.
So years ago, I don't know if you've ever gone, but I don't know if anyone could tell by all this fucking horseshit around the studio. I like to collect toys, and we go to a toy fair. I haven't been in a long time because I don't know if you noticed, but I don't need any more. I don't need any more bullshit. So
Except the Joe Fix-It, but
I do need a Joe Fix-It, but I just kind of like slowed my collecting
that's
down.
a Hulk toy. Sorry.
I've slowed my collecting down a little bit,
Yeah.
mostly because I've run out of space.
Yeah. I always forget to ask, is there like other shit? Like, do you have like shit in storage too?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because I have all my Hulks up here, and I have all my GI Joes because I got really into GI Joe because they came out these cool new ones, and my anime ladies,
Yeah.
and the wife has a bunch of Simpsons stuff, and then this one is more of our like eclectic kind of like
Yeah.
ramshackle collection. But I have like a whole tub that's just full of like Spawn toys and like
Right.
other just random shit that just like didn't make the cut.
That shit's coming back. I heard they're making a new movie finally.
Yeah, isn't Jamie Foxx gonna be in it?
I don't know. I heard Jimmy Fox is like dying.
Yeah, didn't he like die on a movie set? Like he like dropped dead and they had to bring him back.
I don't know. I think he had like a stroke or something. I don't know. Probably because of the vaccine.
And that brings us to today's episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Oh man.
So that was pretty cool. Definitely going to buy more of those. I also watched the Vince McMahon documentary, and it's the sickest shit I've ever seen.
The Vince McMahon one.
Oh, my God.
I haven't seen it yet. It's funny
It's
because
so good.
everybody knows that I'm a wrestling fan. So people like a bunch
Yeah.
of normies that don't watch wrestling, they're like, "Have you watched that?" Blah blah blah. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I like
getting around to it.
I'm like, I grew up with fucking like Vince McMahon. I know he's a fucking enormous piece of shit.
Yeah.
And
it's
it's
not
just-
new to anybody
and
who
it-
loves wrestling.
Yeah, it's just funny because I'm like, oh, you mean like the guy that like systematically like just like dissected the country is like
Yeah.
wrestling federations and like
Yeah.
just like
That guy.
like financially ruined like all these people.
Yeah, we're talking about a dude who. So, all right. So, a guy died. He fell from the fucking rafters. His name was Owen Hart. They scrape his ass off because he fell into the ring. They scrape his ass off, and Vince
On a pay-per-view.
McMahon is like, keep going. And
Yeah.
so the wrestlers, you can look it up. There's this fucking blood stain on the mat that they are just avoiding while they're still trying to wrestle.
Yeah, because he fell from like the top of a
73 feet.
Because I guess at the time he would like drop down on a wire.
Yeah, and it wasn't their fault. Like for a long time, it was like, ooh, there were like conspiracy theories about it, but they actually did end up going to court against the harness company.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah. But anyways, on the lighter note, in that fucking Stone Cold and the Undertaker fucking rule.
Yeah.
Do they have a podcast together?
The-
They fucking should.
They don't have a podcast together,
They've
but
done shit together.
But Stone Cold has had a podcast for like years.
It's great. I
and
gotta
it's
listen to it.
really good. And now, what's his name? Mark something. Undertaker's real name.
Yeah.
But he has a podcast now, and it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen them,
And
get
he's, like,
together
funny.
and do
He's, like,
shit.
funny
Yeah,
'cause,
both
like-
of them are. Have you seen them go wine tasting?
No.
Oh my god, dude. So like I don't know if they did a collaboration or something like that, but like you can watch Stone Cold and The Undertaker like go and do, they do like a juxtaposition show. It's like, let's put these two in fucking funny and one of them's wine tasting.
Yeah.
And it's so fucking hilarious. It's like, no, Taker.
Now,
No, Taker, you can't drink it like that. You got to swish it around. Look at the legs and that son bitch right there. Then you smell it like this. And Undertaker's sitting there like, you smell it? Why are you smelling it like that? And he's like, because you got to get the bouquet. Didn't you read the shit?
yeah, it's funny
fucking
because like
great.
people forget that like Stone Cold's like a fucking like an old rich dude.
Yeah, well, and they I think they also forget that, like, dude, that character isn't that far off.
No,
You know, like, I
Yeah.
don't know if this shocks anybody, but he's got a pretty good list of fucking DWI and domestic violence. Yeah, he's the Texas rattlesnake, all right.
not my Stone Cold.
Oh, yeah. Don't get me wrong, he's fucking tight. I love fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, I think my favorite wrestlers.
But he's just not that far off from his persona.
I think my favorite wrestlers are Stone Cold.
No.
I'm just gonna fucking mention a bunch of people you've never fucking heard of. Will Ospreay and then Pentagon Jr. probably.
I know Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
He
new
does
guy.
the flippers.
Yeah, he does the flippies. I like the
Yeah.
flippies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm not a real wrestling fan because like I really like the fucking flippies.
Why is that not a real wrestling
Because
thing?
people are like, some people are like purists where they just like only like the big hoss burly men,
Right.
And they think all like the flippy shit is just like too fake looking and for show. You know what I
Dude,
mean?
fuck that. I got 2 fucking words for you. Eddie fucking Guerrero. Fuck off with that.
And Rey Mysterio.
Of course, Rey
Yeah.
Mysterio. But Eddie was the best of both worlds, and he was fucking huge.
So the funny thing is that I grew up with wrestling as a kid, loved it, and then I watched wrestling through like the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
But then-
the best.
There was like the Ruthless Aggression era,
Yeah.
and that's pretty much when like Cena started and
Yep.
stuff. And I kind of like fell out of wrestling, didn't really watch it,
Right.
and then I didn't watch it for like years and years, and then some junk food dinner kind of would have like this dude named Mike Dick on, and he was like one of their buddies, and he also had like a few podcasts and stuff.
Tragic name.
Mike Dick.
Yeah.
Nah, he's great. But what was his show? What was their show that Mike Dick used to have?
Public
Nikki, do you
school
remember?
Must have been a bitch.
No, I don't remember.
Ah, man.
Junk food dinner and
Yeah, dude, I can't
Your
think
name's
of
Mike Dick, dude.
But,
Public school must have sucked so much dick.
But this dude, Mike Dick, started a podcast with this dude Ed called The Virtual Bros.
Okay.
And then I started listening to that, and then I got super.
yeah, I had a T-shirt of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got one from some wrestling show
They
we
had
went to
the,
or something.
the best T-shirts.
Yeah. Mine just said Virtual Bros, I think.
And then but anyway, so like I started getting back into it, and then this dude Will Ospreay and this other dude named Ricochet had this wrestling match in New Japan, and both of them were these very svelte, skinny dudes that would like do hella flips. And dude, this wrestling match is so fucking insane. Like it's fucking nuts.
Well, he was known for it back in
Yeah.
the day, and then he had like an alter ego.
Who?
Didn't Will Ospreay have like an alter ego?
No, he's always just been Will Ospreay.
Has he?
Yeah.
Who's the other one? The one that started like fucking wrestling in jeans and shit.
Jeans?
Fuck.
Are you talking about that Orange Cassidy guy? Or,
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe. I thought because all right, didn't Will Ospreay go to fucking WWE?
No, he's never been.
He's never been.
No.
So who's the other guy? The one that like left and then went to WWE and then like sucked, like just didn't fucking wrestle worth a shit.
Well, that guy Ricochet, he started in WWE, and then I don't know. They didn't really know what to do with him. And Vince McMahon has been notorious where he doesn't like little guys.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he doesn't like the newer
Yeah,
style
dude.
of wrestlers.
He goes into how much he loves bodybuilding
Yeah.
and shit. He tried to start that up, but it failed.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bodybuilding federation.
Yeah, he had his own bodybuilding federation. Yeah.
It's not going to surprise you that neither the Undertaker nor Stone Cold believe in concussions or CTE.
God damn. Well, they probably can't. They're just like, so that's the thing though, is about like Stone Cold and the Undertaker is that once they started in WWF, they never left. They were always like company company dudes. You know what I mean?
Undertaker go like he's very proud of it.
Oh yeah, he should be.
I know he's like never broken character.
So that's the thing is that now he breaks. He's not in character anymore.
Yeah.
But he did not break character until he retired.
Right.
And then he was anytime you ever saw him, he was the Undertaker.
Yep.
He would go to fucking basketball games. There's actually a Virtual Pros t-shirt that they made of this, but I guess in some interview or something, like I guess LeBron James was wearing a Undertaker shirt, and then so Vince McMahon's like, "Oh, go to the game and fucking get a photo with LeBron," and then so you just see the Undertaker like standing in the fucking back, like in the locker room
with the hat and the fucking trench
all
coat
decked
and
out,
all shit.
and then you see like after the game and shit, and you see LeBron like just like look at him, and he's just like, "Hey, what's up?" and just like keeps walking, and it's like the fucking funniest fucking shit, and so. Virtual Pros made this t-shirt, friend of the show, made this t-shirt where you just see the Undertaker with like tears in his eyes, like standing with like LeBron James, like walking by.
No, they have this fucking moment in the documentary where they're talking about Chris Benoit. Yeah, I know. And that part's, it's rough. It's super sad. All these wrestlers are sad. Yeah. And then they get to Stone Cold and The Undertaker.
Yeah.
And like, let's go capture these guys' thoughts on the matter.
They're like, oh yeah, he was just crazy.
So it starts with Stone Cold, and Stone Cold, just casual as fuck, is just like, I'm not a CTE guy. I don't believe in it. And then it cuts to the Undertaker, and he goes, because of this dude, because of this fucking guy, right? Vince comes in the locker room and says, we can't take chairs to the head anymore. I was pissed. It's a staple of our industry. and then they call Chris Benoit Monster. Like, quote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, man, Chris Benoit's crazy because yeah, that was kind of at the time where I wasn't really watching wrestling, but now that I've like watched his matches, it
reverberated through. Like, everybody heard about it. But.
There's a couple wrestlers that, like Kurt Angle and stuff like that, where he's pretty much like. It's so funny when you listen to these guys talk, because they're like, because what happened with Chris Benoit is a fucking like horrible tragedy.
Yeah,
and he was pretty much like scrubbed from the WWE. You know what I mean? Like you couldn't mention his name. And then Kurt Angle's like, yeah, what he did was like a tragedy and like awful, but my best matches I ever had in my entire life were with Chris Benoit. So it's kind of like, because of what he did, I have to like erase all the stuff that I accomplished. And I was just like, that. It's funny because when you listen to it, you're just like, well, yeah, that's really fucked up. But then when you really listen to it, you're like, that's kind of fucking, what a prick thing to say. You're like, oh
yeah, dude, they're not, they're not.
Yeah.
He's not most popular.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, because this guy killed his family.
I think it's gotten better now though because of all the knowledge of the.
They started mentioning it. Yeah, they started mentioning it a little bit more.
They'll give him a little bit more credit now. They'll mention his name and stuff, and like because it's like it's not like it is his fault, but it's not really like the dude had a brain of like a fucking sponge.
Yeah,
from literally torpedoing his head into the ground.
Yeah, dude, the CTE shit is just, it's fucked up, man.
Dude, one of my favorite parts is do you know Junkyard Dog? Yeah, like they interviewed him. He's all old as fuck now, and he's sleeveless with like a shirt and tie, like suit jacket and shit. It's all sleeveless. But they're talking about that, and the Undertaker is like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't remember getting one concussion. And it just cuts to Junkyard Dog just being like, who the fuck remembers getting a concussion? He's the best.
It's funny because me, Cody, and Nikki used to work together back in the day.
Yeah.
In the mountain bike industry. And
yep.
It's funny because once in a while you'd like have like a dude that you work with and stuff, and you talk to him and he's just like, yeah, I've had like 12 concussions. I'm just like, get me the fuck away from this dude. Like, I'm like, I don't even want to be in the same fucking room as this guy.
It instantly makes sense. All of their fucking
Yeah.
all of their fucking behaviors.
Yeah.
It's like, I told you that 3 times. I forgot. And you're like, oh yeah, I forgot. You basically have like a fucking punctured water balloon in your skull.
I forgot. Allegedly.
It was I highly recommend it. It's like 6 parts. And like you get to see all the shades of Vince McMahon you'd ever want, and like, dude. But the best is you get every fucking wrestler you ever wanted. Except
Does he
for,
have
like,
his
a couple?
Does he have his thin little mustache?
Oh,
in
dude,
it?
they show some
yeah.
interviews with him
Yeah.
with his snidely whiplash.
That's
dude.
his, like, new-
I don't know what the fuck he was thinking.
That's
'cause
his
he
new
did
look.
that after the shit came out.
Yeah.
where he was like he's being accused of trafficking,
And then he comes
rape
out with
and
this
all
like
shit.
little what's his fucking
His fucking, yeah.
John
His
Waters fucking
his water stash, dude. His
Yeah.
fucking snidely whiplash.
Yeah.
He did his eyebrows and his mustache with like Just for Men. I don't know what Just for Men he used, dude, but that shit is the absence of light. That shit is the abyss black. That
Dude.
shit is. It looks like somebody has removed his mustache and eyebrows in Photoshop and
Yeah.
didn't replace them. Like it's like negative space black.
Yeah. What's that one guy that you really like, Nick? Oh, Giuliani. Remember when his like remember when his like
Oh,
head,
he's sweating it off?
when his head
Yeah.
started fucking melting on TV
Yeah.
and shit? Jesus, man, what a fucking fall from grace, huh?
I miss him.
They have another one of those documentaries called Filthy Rich, and it's
Mm-hmm.
about the Epstein. And like, dude, they have a bunch of fucking like photos and shit. He used to do that too before he was like, he like went all grayed out and everything. It's just like, what is it? Super predatory dudes just have to latch onto that fucking
Just,
depiction
yeah.
of youth.
Yeah.
Cause like there's pictures they show in that where you're just like, whoo, that ain't just for men. Holy shit, dude.
It's like-
That's all for men. That is
Yeah.
latching onto your youth for
Yeah.
men.
Yeah, that's like just straight fucking
It's fucked up.
it's like black fucking lacquer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like wood stain.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's Vince McMahon's mustache and the fucking deep, endless void of space share the same tones,
Goddamn.
color.
Well,
Highly recommend it.
besides that, what have you been up to?
Let's see, dude. I watched that. I fucking what was I back in God of War. I'm just playing that now.
I haven't played that since the very first one. I'm not a PlayStation guy, so
Yeah.
I've always been an Xbox guy.
Yeah, try it out. It's fun. It's fun to
It
kill
looks-
time and shit. It's
It
fun.
looks super fun.
It's super fun. It's fun as fuck.
Yeah.
To play. Other than that, working a lot. I'm rocking this fucking cool thing that your wife made me. Look at that.
Merch,
Woo, boy. Yeah,
hand painted,
I know. One of a kind.
one of a
And
kind.
don't even ask about it. What else? I rewatched The Northman. We were going through all the Eggers
Dude,
movies.
I've never seen that.
You know what's funny? Is you bought it with me.
Oh, I own it, don't I?
Yeah. We were at fucking Walmart or something, and you were like, I need this.
Yeah.
Your wife was fucking.
She's like, you're never gonna watch it.
Well, she was like, we already own that, and you were like, nope, getting it again.
No, we have it on streaming probably,
Yeah,
but
something.
yeah, I'm pretty.
Such a tight movie.
I'm
Holds
really
up.
bad about buying Blu-rays
Right.
because I like it because I still have that like movie nerd collector
It's
fucking
fun.
mindset, but like,
The opposite of like vinyl record collector.
but I just like never watch fucking movies anymore. So
I mean, it's just such a pain in the ass now, like with streaming and stuff, especially
Yeah.
with Amazon. You can just rent everything.
yeah.
But oh well.
Oh well, so it's good though.
Oh, it's fucking tight.
Yeah,
It's so sick.
yeah.
So
Isn't
sick.
there a really good like naked fucking fight at the end?
Yeah, at the
Yeah.
fucking gates of hell. It's
Yeah.
at like a volcano.
Sick.
So fucking good. So fucking good.
Yeah, that actor, I forget his name, but he's a real heartthrob.
Woo, the main dude?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of the fucking Pennywise's ilk.
Yeah, and he's Eric from True Blood.
Yeah. Skarsgård, Alexander Skarsgård, right? He's there. I don't know. There's like 11 of them.
Now that motherfucker is 6'8".
Yeah, he's big as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's big as fuck in
Yeah.
that movie too. Mm-hmm. Did you know that? I didn't know this. My wife told me this though. She was probably over there, looking him up. But I guess to like do that, to do that role or whatever, he just went out and did Viking shit. Like he got his physique or whatever by going out in some fucking frozen island and just like chopping wood and making a boat and shit, like, running around.
That's what I do.
Yeah, you had to keep this up. Nice.
You had to keep this.
Yeah,
to
dude.
keep this up.
I saw you doing a pump before we got on. It's tight.
All right. Okay. All right.
Hey, what'd you think about our fucking new space exploration project?
Oh, when fucking Katy Perry went into fucking space.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. I like it. I support it.
Ooh, I
Dude,
love that.
I saw
shit.
this meme. I saw this like meme or whatever on Instagram where some like lady, I forget her name. I won't put it in because I don't give a fuck. But
Right.
but she was just like, could you imagine going into space and then coming back and then everyone is just calling you a fucking loser?
So bad. I love it when shit like this happens.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know anything about it. I woke up one morning and it was like, they're back. Let's all shit on them. And I was like, oh, I love waking up to shit like that.
Yeah.
When it's just going south for some celebrity, I wake up like, yeah. If this thing ever takes off, it'll probably happen to me. I'll be all bummed.
Yeah. The yeah, I don't know, man. This whole like rich people space thing, it's like it's so fucking funny because it's like, remember that movie Elysium?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, all the rich people
We're getting there.
live in this like crazy space station, but like it's like they're trying to do it in real life, but it's so
Yeah.
mundane and lame.
Yeah.
Whether it's like it's almost space,
Yeah.
you know.
Which I posed the what's up, Nikki?
Don't rich people live on the moon in Cyberpunk too?
Rich people do live on
Yeah.
the moon in Cyberpunk.
Which I posed the question to you guys.
Yes.
Even if it's kind of like a shittier environment,
Yeah.
but none of these fucking celebrities and rich people are here, they're fucking somewhere else, I'd be kind of pumped.
Yeah.
Like, they're not fucking here.
Yeah, you still gotta deal with them.
Nah, that's true, I guess.
Yeah.
Fuck. The rich people space thing is God damn. It's all right. I'm not worried about the Elysium thing. You know why?
Why?
Because what happens in Elysium, dude? We're gonna get some of the mechanical shit, dude. Me and you will bolt it into Nikki's head, fucking give him the arms and shit, and
Yeah,
send
yeah,
him
yeah,
up
it's
there.
Need to find
Dude.
some fucking South African psycho to go up there and kill everyone.
No, fuck that. Him.
Nikki?
Yeah.
Bionic Nikki?
Think about it, dude. His hatred for fucking the rich, celebrities, politicians. Mix that with like take away his body. We don't need that, right? But put it in like a fucking RoboCop
It's Nikki.
and send it up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look out, dude. He's gonna fucking fuck shit up, dude.
Freedom fighter?
Yeah.
Give him like an Iron Man suit or something. He's gonna fuck. You watch, dude. Nikki will fucking clean house.
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about Elysium, dude. We got Nikki.
I believe in Nikki.
I do.
That's why he's our producer.
If we were to take his head and put it inside like a fucking giant killer robot and unleash it, and like the target is like the rich and famous and politicians,
Yeah.
they're fucked. He's been waiting for this for how old are you, Nikki? He's like 50 years.
55.
55 years.
Are you?
46.
You're off by a decade.
Yeah. Jesus.
No, dude, he would fucking clean house.
I'm just thinking of the fucking stupid pictures I'm going to put in the YouTube video.
I know, it's gonna be tight.
Yeah.
Just hit Nikki's face superimposed on
That
the
is really
dreadnought.
fun, actually. That is like
Making
the
those pictures.
that is the funnest part of this entire experience is the dumb shit that I put in post production.
You're quite talented at it.
Yeah, it's so funny though. In the Warrens episode, like
Yeah.
I was doing it, and then like in the last like 20 minutes is when I found out that we didn't have any of the recordings, and then I was just like, "Fuck it, print it." I was
Yeah,
just like
yeah,
send it. I was like so pissed.
I was wondering what
and then
happened.
like just like I stopped putting any funny pictures.
I actually
in.
put it together
Yeah.
too. I was watching it because like when they come out, you know, it's gonna fucking sound nerdy, but like I go home and I watch it on my TV. I put YouTube on. Me and the wife watch it.
Well, you got to make sure I don't fuck it up.
Well, I watch it so that I make sure I don't cover any of the same topics except for politics to piss off Junior.
Yeah. Friend of the show, Junior.
Yeah.
He just got back.
From where?
like Cambodia or some shit.
Oh, they didn't keep him?
No, they didn't want him. Yeah, they didn't want him.
No, everybody over there's probably listening to our podcast. They thought they had a fucking haunted mongoose scurrying around.
Oh man,
What was he doing over there in Cambodia? Was he shopping for girlfriends?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they sent him for work.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. Holiday in Cambodia.
Yeah. No, he's a real jet setter now. He goes on these like crazy vacations like once a year now. He
Yeah,
goes to
he's-
like Japan and shit like that.
He's
And
getting like down towards the list, right? I don't know if Cambodia is like the fucking vacation destination.
I don't think he went to Cambodia. I just made that up.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. He went to fucking Estonia.
Yeah,
Vietnam.
there he did. Yeah, he did.
Oh, he went to Vietnam.
What?
Yeah, he went to Vietnam.
Oh, I know what he's doing. He's like fucking reenacting. He's in the holes.
Yeah, in the jungle. Yeah.
He's getting get murked by a farmer.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
You gotta eat their food so you smell like them in the holes. Charlie's close. This junior coming out of the water.
It's funny. It's funny you mention it because I watched the Warrens episode.
Yeah.
And that was the episode that me and you went to like Starbucks in between
That
episode.
fucking tweaker.
And then I was so fucking jacked off iced coffee.
Yeah.
Because I had like that big old like
You went big. Yeah.
yeah.
You always get big.
And then I was like
Bucks.
just like sipping on the iced coffee the entire episode, and I was just like fucking just like scooting in my seat.
I know. I never bring it up because I'm just like, I don't want to make you feel bad if it's your fucking ADHD fucking kicking in or whatever.
Yeah.
I can see you start like doing that fucking like,
Yeah.
Start
That-
bouncing in his chair.
I'm probably doing it right now, actually.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it's just because that's
I don't
what
know
I
if
that's
it's caffeine or if
that's-
it's the fucking learning disabilities.
well, it's the learning disabilities, like literally enough caffeine to like kill a fucking horse,
Yeah.
and then now nicotine, just like
It's
constantly.
good, dude. The heart's a muscle. It
Oh,
needs
yeah.
to be worked out. All right, you got to put it through its paces.
Yeah, I did go. It's funny. I went to the doctor recently, and I
That's not funny.
Yeah.
Never.
I just went for a physical or whatever, and
White coats.
he's like, "Oh, have you blah blah started anything different, you know?" And I'm like, "Oh, well, I did start this habit of nicotine pouches." And he's like, "Oh, how many do you think you do a day?" And I'm like 5. And
An hour.
yeah, I do. Dude, when I'm at work, I'm pretty sure I do fucking 5 before 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, "Okay, we'll try, let's try to cut that back to like 3 a day." And I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah. Whatever.
I'm like, "All right."
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're not taking this too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let some
You're not taking this too.
I'm gonna
You
let some
liberal
fucking
bullshit.
nerd tell me what to do.
No, fuck that. All right. I quit dipping. I quit
Yeah.
smoking. I did what I'm fucked. And these tobacco free, fuck off. They're
Yeah,
mine.
man.
They're mine.
I don't drink. I don't do any drugs.
Yeah, this is
and
where it
it's
ends.
All I got.
Yeah, this is where it ends.
Yeah, this is what.
Yeah, you're not taking this too.
Yeah.
This is insurrection.
Yeah. The human mind, needs a what is it? A fix, a coping mechanism,
A vice.
a vice.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Should we get into this?
Oh yeah, we're doing a podcast. Huh?
Yeah. We're not just shooting a shit.
Yeah, we're not just fucking practicing.
Yeah, right. Well, I don't know. Are we streaming, Nikki?
Yeah, are we recording?
Or are we recording?
We're recording right now.
Okay,
good.
your pants on. Put your pants on.
Yeah, come on. Jesus. How many times?
Yeah, dude. So it's so funny. Our only listener.
Yeah.
I was like talking to her at work.
Hi, Angie.
Angie. Hi, Angie. And
Angie.
and I told her about like, oh, like, we kind of shit the bed and the episodes didn't record, and our schedules were fucked up, so we couldn't like bust out an episode. You know what I mean? So we
Right.
missed a week. And then she's like, "Well, that's what happens when Nikki isn't there." And I'm like, Nikki was fucking there.
He was in that exact seat.
And then she just like lowers her head and then like just shakes it. And then gets his picture and just like puts it down. Puts it face down.
They don't see.
Yeah.
That's the thing. We've covered it many times, but they don't see. See, what happens is that the guy that's in charge of pressing the button, which is really like the only fucking job, he will fucking spray his dipshittery at you until you're about ready to pop and then press record. And yeah, there it is. There it is.
What a lot of people
Fuckery.
don't know is that he's actually just looking at a picture of fucking George Bush, and that's steam coming out of his ears.
That's Pelosi.
Yeah.
He's
Nancy
looking,
Pelosi.
he's looking at a picture of
just
Pelosi.
boiling over.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Okay, you want to get into this?
I'd fucking love to.
Okay, so this week's episode
Yeah.
is what is this fucking thing? Okay, so it has multiple names. So it's called BRAXIE,
Okay.
or it's also called the Flatwoods Monster.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Flatwoods Monster. Is BRAXIE like a first name or something?
Well, I think the county is like Braxton County.
Oh, so it's like Nessie.
And so it's like I might make the episode name BRAXIE because I like the name of it.
Okay.
Sounds cool,
Right.
and it's less that I have to draw.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. All right.
Okay, so
Lay it on me.
this story is in West Virginia.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
It's so funny. All of our stories are either in fucking England or West Virginia.
Well, no comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in 1952.
I just want to point it out that Quantico is not the part of West Virginia where our stories come from. All right, so where are we going? 1952.
So in 1952, two young women were in this in the town of Heater, West Virginia, and it's a couple miles away from Flatwoods.
Okay.
And so you're gonna like it. You're gonna like this one. Okay, so they are. I forget if they're walking to the store or if they're walking from the store.
Okay.
But either way, they're like walking through the countryside, and I guess there's lots of windy roads and stuff in West Virginia at this time.
Yeah, you're up in the holla.
Yeah, and so they often would cut through a big field to like save time, just like a straight line or whatever.
Fucking risky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in West Virginia in 1952.
You ain't going to somebody else's fucking big ass field. Yeah. Yeah.
And so so they're walking through this field, and up away towards the tree line, they see a fire, like a very small fire, and they think that it's a campfire.
Okay, like
And-
a camping fire.
Yeah, so they don't really care or whatever. They don't really pay too much mind to it. And so they're still walking through the field, and they kind of get a little bit closer to it, and they see that it has like a weird shape to it, and it's like a floating orb of fire off the ground, and it doesn't really say how big the orb is or whatever.
Is this at night?
No, it's like dusk.
Okay.
Yeah, so I believe they're walking from the store
All right.
because you don't want to be walking around at night in West Virginia in 1952.
That's prime drifter killer territory.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And so, and the one lady's name, her name is Audrey Harper, and they don't give the name of her friend.
Okay.
I guess they weren't that good of friends.
No.
So anyway, so
Audrey left her behind.
yeah,
Fame came.
yeah. So, they're kind of approaching it, and they're starting to get a little worried by it, and they're like, "What the fuck?" And so they stop,
Okay.
and suddenly this flaming orb turns into a giant humanoid figure.
Oh.
Like it looks like a giant man.
Uh-oh.
And the giant man is black, all black, and they say that it almost like looks like it's made of shadow. And it's like huge. It's like 10 feet tall.
Even still.
Yeah. And so,
Taking your life in your own hands, 1952.
Yeah.
In West Virginia.
and it sounds like this must have been somebody's like land or something, because it sounds like there was a big fence, like a barbed wire fence cut through somewhere.
Yeah.
So anyways, they see this thing, and then they both get fucking terrified, and they both turn around and start running towards the fence.
Okay.
And then Audrey's friend, they reach the barbed wire fence, and then Audrey's friend just starts screaming, "He's right behind us!" And so they turn around, and this massive shadow figure is like right on them. It's like
Right there.
a couple feet away from them.
Woo!
And I guess they like just completely like
Not good.
they completely fucking lose it.
Yeah.
And then they just like fucking bolt in terror. And it doesn't say if they jump over the fence, but they just like bolt, like run in fucking fear.
I don't blame him.
And they just like run all the way home.
All right.
And then it doesn't really give an account if she like told anybody or anything like that, or she like called the cops or anything like that.
Where was this story from?
This one is weird, because this one is like, I guess like 2 decades later, a granddaughter finds her like diary, and it's in an account in her diary. I didn't really put that in because it wasn't really like pertinent to the story.
That's creepy as fuck, though.
Yeah. And the grandmother's still alive, and she's like, "What's this?" And then the grandmother's like, "Well, if I tell you, you're never gonna believe me, but I'm gonna tell you." And this is the story that she tells. And so, and then I guess after that, she's never walks through that field ever again.
Yeah. Oh, now we start obeying property laws.
Yeah.
All right.
And so she obviously is like super fucking spooked by that.
She should take this fucking lesson of mind your own fucking business and apply it to her personal life too.
What'd you say?
How old are they?
They're like in their 20s. It says young women.
Okay.
You know. So I guess 1952, a young woman could be a fucking 12-year-old or like, or in their fucking 20s.
It played pretty fast and loose back then.
Yeah, pretty fucking fast and loose with the term young woman, for sure.
It was one of those like, are you? Yeah, close enough.
Close enough. Anyways, so that's where that story ends. And then a couple weeks later, or a couple months later, I don't know, because there's no dates in the Audrey account.
Right.
But in this next account is the Fisher Farm incident, and this is September 12th, 1952 in Flatwoods, West Virginia.
All right.
So
this thing's kind of operating. You're putting together. It could be operating kind of like a Mothman. There's multiple sightings around the same area.
Exactly.
Around like a certain amount of time.
There's
right.
Multiple sightings, but there's these 3 accounts that I'm going to talk about are like the main ones that kind of are lumped into the Flatwoods Monster.
Okay.
And so September 12th, 1952, and this is in actual Flatwoods. So there's a big field. It's always a field with these fucking people.
Yeah.
And there's a group of kids playing football. There's about 11 of them.
Right.
And they're just like playing football like how kids do. And one of them sees a meteorite flying through the air. And so like they all like, you know, they're all looking and stuff like this.
God damn. Come on now.
Yeah.
Don't go to the fucking meteorite. How many horror movies have you seen?
And so this
You
meteorite
go touch that fucking thing, huh? You need to.
gets bigger and bigger, and they kind of describe it as a giant ball of flames. And then the strange thing happens is that it starts slowing down.
Yeah.
And it starts slowing down, and it's like streaking across the sky. And then it starts slowing down, and then it approaches this like tree line up this hill and stuff.
Yeah.
And then it stops.
Okay.
And then slowly
Descends.
descends into the forest. And so what happens is a couple of the boys,
I fucking know it's coming.
their last name is May.
Yeah.
So the 2 May brothers, They have names. I didn't write them down. It's not pertinent.
Yeah, the fucking Skeeter and Scooter.
Yeah, Skeeter and Scooter. Friend of the show.
Oh fuck, I forgot.
Yeah. So they're like, oh, let's go get my mom.
Yeah.
And so they run home, and they live really, really close, like super fucking close.
Yeah.
And so they run home, and then they tell their mom. All these fucking kids are like, "Mama, mama, mama." And the fucking crazy thing about this story too is that like one of the videos I watched was like they get to the house, and the mom's name is Kathleen May.
Okay.
And they're like, and Kathleen May was like a single mom, and she was divorced, and her husband was like a deadbeat, and she was a very feisty woman that like raised boys all by herself. I'm like,
Yeah.
which is cool. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, but I'm like,
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
how is this pertinent to the story
Yeah. How does this
whatsoever?
help us now?
So anyway, so they get home, and they tell their mom, and then with them,
meteor coming down.
and then they tell their mom, and then their mom, their cousin Eugene is visiting, and their cousin Eugene is about 18 or 17 years old, and they say that he's an off-duty National Guardsman,
Okay.
and he's just visiting the family.
No, he's going out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck
And
him.
so they all,
going.
and it's like past dusk, and it's getting dark. Mm-hmm. So they grab flashlights and stuff like that, and the mom's like, "Oh, let's go investigate."
Yeah, dude.
So,
Kathleen May's not taking this land.
yeah. So Kathleen,
What's out here scaring my boys?
that was good. That was a good one,
Yeah, dude.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was shocked that you didn't do any fucking bootleg Russian accents in the Zarachina episode.
I was already pushing it with I was making fun of the.
The English?
Well, I was already, my kind of angle for that one was like they're all inbred, and so I was making them sound special needy.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Next time I'll do the Russian voice, but this one I kept replacing R's with W's and
Okay.
fucking pretend, going
Okay.
forward that way.
All right. So the family goes to investigate, and they have like all these fucking kids with them too.
All right.
They start walking to the forest.
That's usually how it rolls in this negative. Yeah, the whole fucking they call it a clan.
Yeah.
No, not like that.
Oh.
I'm literally like the Hatfields and McCoys kind of shit. Like that's a clan.
Yeah.
Hatfield clan.
And then
The whole May clan went searching for this fucker.
yeah.
All
So
right.
the whole May clan go and search because
Unarmed, I'm sure.
and there's also one other account saying that the May brothers knew that people like they wanted to retrieve the meteorite so they could sell it or something.
Of course.
Whatever the fuck. I don't know. Dude, researching this show, it's
Eric,
so fun.
Percocet doesn't just grow on trees, okay? There is a fucking lot that goes into obtaining the fucking opioid.
It wasn't Percocet back then. It was fucking White Lightning.
Oh, yeah. That's the fire in the fucking forest.
Yeah.
It's all the stills.
Yeah, it's all steals and shit.
I want to know how many of them are, like, how many of these accounts are fucking seen through the fucking beer goggles?
Dude, well, these accounts are like all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
Like, that's another thing, too, is that like researching all these different shows, it's like,
Yeah.
there's so many fucking different accounts, and then every article or YouTube
Yeah.
video you watch on it, it has like a different retelling.
I know. Ours is going to be great. It's just going to,
Yeah, I don't know.
some guy gone blind from moonshine yelling at a raccoon that he lit on fire by
Yeah.
accident.
Yeah. Oh, we'll get to it. We'll get to it at the end. What people that like paranormal investigators say what it really was. I'll give you one fucking guess.
He had to do with moonshine.
Barn owl. Dude,
It's always a fucking barn owl.
dude, these fucking debunkers with their barn owl.
Dude, the barn owl.
Yeah, weather balloon and barn owls.
Let me
Like,
tell you, dude, between the two of them, they are fucking menaces to paranormal
Oh, yeah.
research. The barn owl.
the barn.
Fuck.
It sounds like the barn owl just makes people go fucking crazy.
Dude, if he shows up on your shit and you're ghost hunting or whatever,
Yeah.
you're just like, fuck,
Yeah,
god damn it.
yeah.
It's curtains for you.
You ever been startled by an owl? They're pretty scary. 'Cause they're so
Yeah, I told you that
quiet,
story.
yeah.
One was outside my mom's house in Corlitos, and it was, they're big. They're fucking huge.
I've never seen one.
Dude, they're like 3 feet fucking tall. The one that I saw was on top of the barbecue in the backyard. And at first you just see these orange fucking glowing orbs.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you don't know what the fuck you're looking at. And
Yeah.
then I hit the porch light. And then you realize it's their reflective big ass eyes. And he was like perched on the barbecue.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why it was freaking me out, because it was like 6 or 7 feet tall, because
Yeah.
he was on top of like a big propane grill. And I turned it on, but still, like, he like went to go fly away, and you're like, Jesus! Like,
You
when
missed
they
out.
Fucking unfurl their wings and shit.
You should have said it was a fucking Corralitas spook and fucking
Yeah,
told the
dude.
media
Yeah,
next time.
I know.
So they start to approach this forest because it's like a wooded forest area on top of this big ass hill,
Right.
and they see this like glowing in the trees.
All right.
And so they start walking towards it.
Yeah.
As you fucking do. And so they all start smelling the smell of sulfur. And so they kind of walk through the forest and they approach it, and they say what they what they see is a giant egg shaped thing on the ground. And it's massive.
All right.
And it's like as big as a fucking house.
All right.
And they say that it's glowing red and orange, but they could tell that it's black. So it's like almost like an ember.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like where it's like this glowing is emanating from inside of it.
This sounds like a ship.
Exactly. And there's and I forgot to say, they also brought their dog, Richie.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
How's Richie doing right now?
Richie starts fucking freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
He's barking up a fucking storm.
Yeah.
And around this giant egg, they say that it's egg and pear shaped. Or they say it's egg shaped or pear shaped. I don't know.
I can see that depending on how far it implanted in the
Yeah.
ground or whatever.
And there's also this very thick green fog or mist all over the ground around it.
Should probably definitely breathe it in.
And so what happens is the dog fucking
I can identify with that.
charges into it.
Right.
Oh yeah, it's like the spray that Nikki sprays us with.
Yeah. Yeah. You
That's
know,
his
not
cue.
put that on him anymore. This is your fucking thing. You put him up to it.
Yeah, I told him.
Yeah.
You're the mist guy. Anyways, so the dog charges it, and then he runs into the mist,
Yeah.
and then starts yelping, and then runs away, like fucking books it all the way home.
Yeah.
like just gets the fuck out of there.
Fucking
Doesn't even
smartest character in this story.
it doesn't even like wait to see if like the kids just fucking bails.
Fuck that. You're on your own.
And then so they're like with their flashlights looking at this thing because it's dark now. And one of the kids starts screaming, "It's in the trees." Oh. And then so they all hit their flashlights up in the air.
Yeah.
And then what they see is a enormous humanoid figure floating in the trees.
Oh, fuck that.
And then it's kind of just like floating back and forth. And they say this thing is enormous.
Yeah.
They say it's the fucking measurements on this thing is nuts. They say it's between
Lay it on me.
10 to 15 feet tall.
Woo! All right. You
Yeah.
big mama.
And then so what they describe is that there's a couple of different descriptions of it where its body is like encased in green metal. So it's all green except for its head.
Right.
And its head is round like a sphere.
Fuck.
And it's bright red and it has two like portholes for eyes.
Right.
And they said that they could see beams of light emanating from the portholes.
Looks like the fucking destroyer from Thor.
And it has a hood or cowl that's shaped like an ace of spades.
That's badass.
And it has two long, spindly arms with claws at the end of it.
Fuck.
And so one of the...
Can you fucking imagine?
No.
Dude, they're just down on the ground, fucking banjos and shit
Yeah.
at the ready. Fucking ready to fucking mollywomp whatever's coming down.
Yeah.
There.
And then they...
Shine jugs were cocked back.
And then at this time too, when they first approached the egg, sorry, I forgot to mention this. There's a hissing sound, and the Kathleen May later on she reports that it sounds like frying bacon.
Yeah.
Like it's this like a weird sizzling noise.
Run for your life! That's coming for us as objects.
And then so this monster is enormous, and the boys say that it just has a cylindrical tube shape to its body.
Yeah.
And then Kathleen says that from the waist down, it has like it fans out like a skirt, and it has like big pleats or folds in it.
I'm imagining right now. I'm imagining that thing from what was that fucking movie? Darkness Falls. Do you remember that one?
No, I don't.
The chick with the porcelain mask and she floats around and fucking gets you. It's a horror movie.
Ooh,
Yeah.
sounds spooky.
It sounds just like this thing.
I've seen drawings of this in the past, but I never realized how big it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I didn't realize the head. I always thought it was like a flame drawing, but like I never actually like.
Oh,
heard anything
like
about
it's supposed to be flames?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they said that the back of its head is like encased in a hood that's shaped like an ace of spades.
Right.
And and so what they report and seeing is that it's like looking around like it's scanning the area like like
Yeah.
this. And they said that movements are very mechanical.
So it could not be a life form, more like a probe. Like
Yeah.
a droid, scout droid.
But then there's other reports saying that the long spindly arms are like organic like claws. You know what I mean?
yeah. Yeah.
They're like emaciated, weird alien fucking arms. Yeah.
All right.
So anyway, so it's like it's like looking around, surveying the area, and then it like locks onto them.
Yeah.
And then then they say that the hissing noise gets louder.
Not good.
And it starts floating towards them.
Yeah.
And
let's
so-
go see what's going on. Yeah.
And so at this point, Eugene gets fucking spooked, and he like drops his fucking his flashlight and fucking bolts, takes off running.
Yeah.
And then
Second smartest character in the story.
and then it starts like floating towards them, and then they all just like fucking book it.
They
and
got a
fucking
real
run.
big case of fuck this.
Yeah.
Real quick. Yeah,
And
I would.
And they fucking just book it and fucking like run all the way fucking home. And then it doesn't follow them. And so at this time, Kathleen gets home, and then she calls the sheriff, and the sheriff isn't there because the sheriff is investigating reports of a plane crash near
Really?
near the area.
Yeah.
And so, and at this time, they've been getting calls of like meteorites and like floating objects in the sky.
Goddamn invasion.
And then multiple people said that they saw an airplane crash somewhere or something falling from the sky. So that's where the sheriff was.
Right.
And there's a bunch of reports of the same night that there's a bunch of UFO reports, and there's 6 of them in the sky. And I guess some people saw them like surveying the area and like going in and out of the clouds and stuff like that.
Right.
And some
Do
people,
they all look like the egg thing?
they say they look like balls of flames.
Okay.
You know?
Like drones.
Yeah.
So, but are they as big as that egg thing?
No, they can't. Well, they can see it from the sky. So these
Right.
are just UFO reports of up in the sky.
Okay. All right. That's fucked.
And then I guess there was a rancher that was about 3 miles away, and he reported seeing the flaming ball like streak through the sky and stop and drop down into the forest. And he said he was watching with binoculars the whole time.
What would you do?
What would I do?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I would go and investigate or if I'd be spooked. I'd probably be fucking spooked.
Time to take a vacation. Let's get out of here.
I'd stay home.
Yeah. Yeah. I just stay in the crib tonight.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's a wrap.
Yeah. Well, if it were a UFO I saw in the sky, I would look for the worst camera I had in the house
Of course.
and take photos of it.
Such is tradition.
Yeah.
take photos of it while you have like a fucking seizure and you can't keep anything steady.
Yeah. I like how nowadays it's like in our pockets in our phones, we have these like crazy 8K cameras.
Yeah.
And every photo of a UFO is complete dog shit.
Yeah, yeah. God, they're just that fast.
They're so fast.
They're just that fast.
I've seen some good ones.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen like I've seen a good video of that Tic Tac over in Nevada.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that.
Yeah.
They look really good.
Yeah.
It looked weird.
In that weird like squid fucking thing that they that like a military fucking aircraft like had it recorded in like Iraq or something.
Yeah.
That one's pretty compelling.
Is that? I thought you said that was like an AI thing.
The newer ones seem like they're AI,
Right, the original is
But that
pretty
one,
dope.
because there's like, especially if you go on the fucking Way of the Void Instagram,
Yeah.
and you look at all this like
I've never been.
paranormal shit, it's all fucking like AI stuff. It's so fucking annoying. Yeah, all the time they're like, oh, this
Dude,
is like,
I saw one where they fucking put Pokemon in there and like so they make like photorealistic versions and shit.
Yeah.
They're fucking terrifying.
unsettling, huh?
Yeah, dude, they did a Bulbasaur one and you're like, Jesus, fuck. It looks like a little Jabba the Hutt that's like out to fucking like I don't know. You're like, I don't trust it.
I don't
It's
trust
like,
it.
It wants to tell all your secrets.
Yeah.
Has a look in the eyes that I don't like.
So the sheriff finally shows up to their house, and then he goes and investigates. And
Dude, talk about a fucked night for the sheriff.
oh, dude, no shit,
Jesus
no
Christ.
shit. This fucking wandering all over the fucking place.
All right, what'd you guys see?
Yeah.
All right.
So he goes and investigates, and he doesn't see anything in the forest.
Yeah.
It's gone. Whatever it was is gone. And then I guess the National Guard even gets called, and they send like 50 troops to investigate.
Really?
Yeah, and I guess
There
there's
was that many reports and shit
Yeah.
that came in that they called in the National Guard.
Yeah.
This reminds me of the Battle of Los Angeles.
Oh yeah, that shit's crazy.
Yeah.
The Battle of Los Angeles. That's a wild story.
Yeah.
I wonder if we should talk about that one day.
Yeah, we can save it for an episode.
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna run out of shit. We're gonna talk about everything.
I mean, it's a cool thing that happened, and
Yeah.
we got like cool photographs and stuff. But like when you actually dive into it, it is like everybody was scared.
yeah. Because wasn't it in during World War II?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they thought like the Japanese were invading.
There's all
Los
these
Angeles.
cool pictures of like that 1940s LA landscape and stuff with just fucking machine gun turrets going off
Yeah.
into the sky because they thought they were getting attacked by fucking aliens.
Yeah.
Like there was all these reports of like there's a fucking something in the sky, and then there's really famous photos of it and stuff. But like
1940s
they're
photos.
touched up. They're fake.
Yeah, they're
like-
fake. Okay.
Well, they're not fake. That they do something to the development of them so that it highlights like
Oh,
more
okay.
interesting like the thing in the sky and then when they show the original, you're like, there's nothing really
Dark
there.
room, playing with light to make
Yeah.
the beam of light stronger.
Yeah, so they're not
Oh,
making
okay.
like a fake, but they're making like because the famous photo I'm talking about is a bunch of searchlights and then like supposedly something in the sky and some like things firing
Some
at
tracer
them.
rounds and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
And like what they did was they basically fucked with it so that it highlights all the beams of light in the photo. So it makes it look like there's a lot more going on and stuff. And then you see the original and you're like, oh,
Oh,
fuck.
I love it. You ever see that movie, Battle of Los Angeles?
Oh, yeah, where they just take that and make it real? They're
Yeah.
Like, what if it, it sucked.
Yeah, and I think I saw that in the theater.
If you're going to do that, like, why would you do it? Because they did that like a current day. Like, everybody's cell phones and shit, and everybody
yeah.
sucks, and everybody's,
Yeah.
you don't give a fuck about any of these characters
Yeah.
or anything. But how cool would that be if you did that in like a 1940s LA landscape?
Let's
You
do
could
it.
make it all fucking noir-like and fucking sepia toned and stuff, and the cool architecture and shit like that. Like I'm thinking, remember Hollywood Confidential?
Yeah,
Do that, but with aliens. That'd be fucking tight.
let's make it.
That would be good.
Let's write the script.
They're never touching that shit again, dude. They don't do that anymore. After Cowboys and Aliens,
Oh,
they're like,
yeah.
fuck you with
Yeah.
your. Oh, it's twice as expensive to make. It's a sci-fi movie, which is pretty expensive, and a period piece.
Yeah.
That's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
They're like, get fucked.
Yeah, get fucked.
They tried it once and it sucked. And they
Yeah.
were like, no, you go back to James Bond. You go back to fucking Han Solo. Everybody fucks off. All right.
I never saw that. I know it was a comic book back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
The comic book is cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I mean, I like it, but it's not like, It's not like the greatest
Yeah.
thing in the world, but I liked it. It was fun.
So,
All right.
so what the National Guards say or not happen, but what they report is that when they get to the area, there's a giant indentation in the ground, and it's covered. It's like a bunch of burnt brush and scorched earth around it.
Yeah.
And there's like a black oil, and the black oil smells like sulfur. And and this Kathleen lady and the May brothers and all these kids, they talk to reporters about it. And you know, there's like a sketch that Kathleen drew, and there's like a crazy painting that she painted of it.
Right.
I'll put it in the thing.
Was there ever any meteorite? Like ever?
No.
Nothing like that.
Nothing like that. Yeah.
Okay.
And so she's talking to the media, you know what I mean? It turns into like a national fucking thing.
But meanwhile, fucking Abigail or whatever is staying quiet.
Yeah, she stayed quiet until
Yeah.
years later.
All right.
And then they didn't really put two and two together until after
So
this.
they found that diary.
Yeah.
That's wild. That
Yeah.
you have a different account found in a diary.
Yeah.
That's like old like that.
And the grandmother was still alive. And so
Yeah.
she was like, oh,
She
yeah.
corroborated
Yeah,
it.
this is
Yeah.
what happened, blah, blah, blah.
Wild.
And you know, it turns in kind of like national news, and people are very fascinated by it.
Yeah.
Obviously, she goes on TV, and she's like, goes on talk shows, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like national fucking news.
No, the Warrens didn't want anything to do with her.
Yeah, I know.
It's fucking cryptid.
This sounds kind of like the drone thing that went on last year.
Yeah, it does sound a lot like the drone thing. New Jersey drone thing.
Did we ever find out what went on with that?
I don't know. Trump said he was going to leak say what happened, and never did.
Oh,
Yeah, it was awesome. We're looking for a lost
A couple of them files we're still waiting on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You got poor fucking Robert over there being like, who killed my fucking uncle?
And dad. Oh, no, they know who killed the dad. Sirhan, right?
Yeah. They know who got Bobby. But
No, they don't. I mean,
who they
kinda.
got? Bobby Kennedy?
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. Like
Yeah,
he was the
All right.
the
Well,
brainwashed one, and there's the polka dot lady, and all kinds of weird stuff going on.
Yeah. There's
fucking kick the hornet's nest.
there's
with that
some
one.
weird stories with the RFK fucking.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
then we don't know. Yeah. Release the files then, Trump. Fuck. You think
He watches the show.
what's up?
You think he watches the show?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
That's true.
I wouldn't be surprised. You know what's wild about that WWF like documentary is how much Trump and Ted Turner like loved wrestling.
Yeah.
Still do.
Yeah.
Like, well, not Ted Turner, but like, you know, fucking
What's
Trump's but like they show him as like they show all these old matches and he's like in the background in the crowd like, as like a little kid and then a teenager and like old school ones that are like were just like regional ones.
Yeah.
They show him like all through the years and then like WWF he's like there as like the young like in the 80s.
Yeah.
And shit, but he's been a fan of that shit for like years. I didn't know how hardcore he was with it. And Ted Turner too. Like Ted Turner was promoting wrestling since like professionally promoting wrestling since like 1973 or something. Anyway.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
But so this story, blah blah blah, happens, and then a couple weeks later, a young married couple. They have names. I didn't write them down. It's not pertinent to the story. So
We'll call him Mary and Joe.
they're actually, I think it's so funny because in my notes I'm like, just say like married couple and then say husband, and then all of a sudden it just says George. Like, so in somewhere in my notes the name George fucking pops up.
All right.
So George and his wife and their baby are driving in the countryside of Flatwoods,
All right.
and it's like in the middle of the night.
How big is this place?
It's not very big.
Okay, is it,
Yeah,
is
it's
it
like
like a
th-
town
it's-
proper?
it's
Is it like
like-
a county?
It's like a town proper,
Yeah.
but it's like 300-400 people.
Oh,
It's like
fuck,
yeah.
alright.
And then and I don't know about this heater place that the original story is, but I looked up on the map. It's a couple miles away, and it looks small now.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
And so I think they have a Holiday Inn or some shit. But anyways, and a gas station probably.
Yeah, yeah.
And fucking methadone clinic. I'm
Oh
fucking
my god, dude! Walmart just bleeds them.
Yeah.
Bleeds them.
So this young married couple, they're driving in the countryside at night, and then their car starts to lose power. And then it just
Dude, never good.
and then it just stops.
Yeah.
And then so they're like, "Oh, what's going on?" Blah blah. Blah. And then the husband smells sulfur.
Oh,
And then what?
shit.
But what he thinks, he's like, "Oh, the engine is on fire
yeah,
or something."
yeah.
So he
Better get out of the car.
pops the hood,
Oh,
gets out of the car, and he's like looking, investigating or whatever.
oh no.
And then there's two different versions of the story where there's a light emanating from the forest close by,
Yeah.
and he kind of looks over at it and doesn't investigate and keeps looking at the engine, doesn't see anything wrong with the engine.
All right.
And then another story is the same thing where he's like investigating the engine, doesn't see anything wrong with it, and then a fucking beam of light illuminates the area.
Ooh.
And then his wife just does this fucking blood curdling scream.
She looked up.
Starts screaming, and then the husband turns around and he sees this massive figure in the middle of the road. Its body is encased in metal like a cylinder, and it has two spindly arms, and it floats up to him fast. He gets fucking spooked, obviously, and he jumps into his car, and him and his wife and baby huddle like on the ground in the floorboards.
Yeah.
And the whatever this creature is, it comes up to the fucking window, and what the husband says is that it doesn't have a cowl,
All right.
and its head is reptilian like,
Oh,
and it's like a lizard head,
motherfucker.
but it's encased in metal still.
You know what you need to do?
What?
This is, dude, we have a fail safe for this, believe it or not, folks. We need to go down to Florida. We need to go to the Central Valley. We need to go to like outside Reno. You get every tweaker you can find. They've been fucking training for this their entire lives. Dude, the shadow lizard people are real and they're here. Dun 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 dun. No, we have our own army for this shit, dude. They've been fucking training for this, taking apart drills, fucking taking apart laptops for years for this exact scenario.
Let's send them out.
I fucking knew the shadow people were real. And the reptilians, motherfucker. Here we go.
And apparently this thing is like looking inside of the car for like a couple minutes. And then it
These fucking aliens are risky, dude. They're West Virginia.
yeah. And then it just like kind of like leaves.
Yeah.
It leaves the area, and then the car starts.
Best case scenario.
The car just fires up.
Yeah.
And then the husband fucking jumps in the fucking driver's seat, and
Go
they
get
fucking
the
like
fuck out of Flatwood.
they get the fuck out of there. And I guess what they do is they go to the sheriff's station and they report what happened.
Fuck, he's just holding his head in his hands.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah, the sheriff. Yeah, I know. Man,
It's been
yeah,
rough.
this motherfucker needs a raise
Fuck.
for sure. So they go to the police station. They report what happens. You know, the cops go down there. Nothing's there. You know.
Yeah.
They don't see any. They do report smelling sulfur.
Damn.
And then, and that's kind of like the last kind of sighting of the Flatwoods Monster.
Really?
Yeah. And,
I wonder why it got classified as this instead of like it's obviously UFO related.
yeah, it's obviously UFO.
But its name though.
It's like its
weird,
own
with the
cryptid.
Flatwood Monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the
I didn't realize it
cryptid.
was such a UFO. Because I knew it was a thing, but I didn't know what it was. I didn't really hear any stories about it.
Yeah.
It was kind of associated with Mothman.
And
Yeah, it has a definite Mothman flair to it too.
and to this day though, it's like a fucking like it's like a
they're stoked on it.
they're stoked on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's like all these paintings.
I love it when towns do
Oh
that.
yeah, when they embrace it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
it
so
sucks when you find one where they're like, they don't like it.
yeah, if you go down there, there's like statues of it. There's like restaurants themed by it. And I guess there's a whoever owns the land where where the main sighting happened, he doesn't let anyone there on it, but right next to it there's a restaurant, and I think the restaurant is called like something like
fucking burning egg,
like this is where it happened, or like this is like the zone or the location or something.
That.
You know what I mean? And so and if you go to Flatwoods, like there's all these fucking people. Like I watched
t-shirts, huh?
I watched a YouTube video of like four young guys going to Flatwoods and like interviewing people, and like everyone they interviewed are like, oh yeah, you know, my cousin was there and saw it, my fucking grandma fucking saw it, and
people are real pumped.
Yeah, they're like pumped.
Everybody's seen it by now.
Yeah, exactly.
Those sightings go up, huh?
yeah, exactly.
We'll wait till you get to mine. Holy fuck.
So this is one of the elusive lizard people, like alien types, or do you know anything about aliens, Cody? Are you an alien guy?
Oh yeah.
So you know, like, there's different races of aliens, supposedly?
Yeah.
And they always talk about the lizard people kind of in the background.
Yeah. It's always ambiguous on whether they're on our side or not. The Greys, they're, like, pretty certain.
The Draco?
Are, like,
They call them the Draco?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's lizard ones that are supposedly evil.
They go back and forth.
And the Greys.
Then there's the Greys, they're pretty sure are, like, mass consensus is pretty sure they're benevolent. They're
They're high mind type.
And then the Nordic ones.
The ones that look like Aryan folk.
Yeah.
And the insect ones.
Yeah, and insect.
There's the insectoid ones.
And it's weird that every encounter where they have sex with humans, it's always the Nordic ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's always the really tall, like athletic, good-looking, blonde, human-looking ones.
So, dude, all right. So me and my wife were going back and forth with this like last night, right? All right, so you gotta make it with Alien from film. Like which one are you going with?
Which one am I going with? Like
film
or
just TV? Yeah, I fucking crushed it.
Which one?
You have to, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nikki's dumping.
Nikki's.
All right.
You can't close it. Yeah. Okay. Which one am I going with?
Should I put my mic under the door?
Like out of all. Like
all film or TV.
Which one am I? Have you ever seen that movie Life Force?
Yes.
That alien is pretty.
But see, I outdid that one because all right. So naturally, the fucking norms hit the list. You know, species, fucking Life Force.
No, I wouldn't do Species though because she fucking like cuts your fucking dick off.
Life Force.
Oh, does she? Oh,
she sucks you dry. She makes you're fucking done. Right.
Well, I would rather get sucked dry than get fucking like my goddamn like tongue through the back of your skull.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So, that's hard.
I know
that is kind of hard.
It's easier for us as dudes, like straight dudes. Like it's like kind of hard for women. But like my wife, pretty much, she was like, "Well, fuck, I'm going fucking Superman." And I was like, "Oh fuck."
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so she'll be like, "I'll take Henry Cavill, please."
Oh. Yeah, I'll take that one too. Actually, yeah, I'll take that one too.
Yeah, you know, I picked
who?
It's fucking what's her name from Next Generation? The
Betazoid.
Yeah, she's an alien.
What's her name? Troy.
Yeah. Diana Troy.
Diana Troy. Yeah, that's true. She's half alien.
Is she?
Yeah, she's half Beta Z and half human.
Fuck. All right.
Did you watch a lot of Star Trek?
Oh, a ton.
Did you watch a lot of Deep Space Nine?
No, I didn't watch a lot of Deep Space Nine. I watched a lot of Next Generation.
So in Deep Space Nine,
the original,
there's a bar, and Quark is like the Ferengi that owns the bar.
Yeah.
And they have these. There's this game I think it's called Dabo, and it's pretty much like craps or like some alien fucking gambling. And there's this one character that's a Dabo girl, and she's very good looking.
An alien.
She's an alien, yeah. So she just pretty much like looks like a really good looking human with some fucking shit on her nose.
Yeah. So here's the other part of the question too: is like which would be the craziest, dude?
fucking
make it with,
a
dude.
Klingon for sure.
No way.
No?
No way. I went like, dude, like the Edgar suit one from Men in Black. This guy's dead skin and cockroaches.
Oh, that fucking guy.
Yeah,
the,
dude,
yeah,
the
yeah.
Edgar
The
suit.
fucking Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Dude, you're a real true freak if you're going Independence Day.
Oh yeah, you're a fucking goddamn. You're a fucking psycho.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny is that researching this thing, and when you look up photos of the Flatwoods Monster, a bunch of the Independence Day monsters
I
are
bet.
there.
Yeah. You look up the monster from that Darkness Falls movie, I bet it's dead on.
But I think as a young man, the alien that I had the biggest crush on was another Star Trek character, and it was She was a oh god, I can't think of it. But she was on Next Generation, and I can't think of it. But she had like just like ridges on her nose, and she had like black hair.
Yeah, Worf's wife.
No. She was man, I can't think of it. I'm so bad at like
I know what you're talking about.
The
She
quick-
like
Oh,
jewelry and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, she had
yeah.
yeah.
She was like a intelligence officer or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? She wasn't in every episode.
No, she wasn't in every episode,
yeah,
but that's the one I had like
yeah,
the biggest
yeah.
crush on when I was young.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Anything changed?
Nothing has changed
Right.
whatsoever. So,
Nah, dude.
yeah, I'll
I'm
put
in the same. I'm in the same boat.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Predator be here. You know what? I retract mine. I don't need to kiss. I'll do Predator.
You'll do Predator?
Yeah.
Godspeed. Speaking of Predator, have you seen the trailer for Badlands?
Yeah, it looks cool.
It looks sick.
It looks cool.
It looks cool.
When is it supposed to take place?
In the future.
In the future. Right,
And
right,
it's pretty crazy because it
It's
has
like a coming of age story for the Predator, right? It's
No,
like an
no.
adolescent Predator.
No, he's like a he has like a he's like a shamed predator. He's like
Okay.
he's an outcast.
Okay.
Yeah. And I guess they like outcast him to this crazy like war planet.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Right on.
But I guess there's a bunch of like Wayland Yutani like stuff in it. So like they're finally like
saw that.
they're finally
Yeah.
bridging the fucking movies.
Well, I saw another one too, where there's a skull that they show for a minute, and it actually might be one of the Independence Day aliens too.
Dum dum dum.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm pumped. I
Fuck
love
it.
Predator. Like he's
Oh, dude, I fucking
sickest movies.
love Predator.
Not so much the Alien versus Predator shit, but I'm prepared if they want to do it right.
I love those
Why
movies.
they haven't done the fucking
They're-
Japan one? Like,
they're not-
That would.
They're not canon, the Predator versus Alien movies, but
Yeah.
I like those movies still. But
The first one's all right.
did you ever read the Dark Horse comics?
Yeah, dude. I had
So
Pig.
good,
Did you ever read
dude.
Pig?
Yeah.
It was so sick.
Yeah.
I used to have all of them. Mm-hmm. Where that was like the first time I think where the humans got to like communicate
Yeah.
with the fucking predator, right? They have to team
Yeah.
up with one that they catch.
Yeah.
as
Predator
really
is so
big.
sick. I love
Yeah,
Predator though.
tight.
It's like my favorite movie monster.
Yeah, they're tight.
So, there's a couple paranormal investigators that get linked to this. And you know, they say that it was a barn owl. And then there's reports that Kathleen May got a phone call saying that it was from the government, and the government told her that they were testing a missile and a special type of landing gear. And that's what they saw, and to not talk about it in the media anymore. But this also happened after they were already on television and stuff like that. So a lot of people are like, it was obviously a fucking prank call.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't know if the government would rely on phone. Like, I feel like the U.S. government, if they don't want you to talk about something, they'll just kill you.
Yeah.
Like,
Allegedly.
yeah, like you know what I
You
mean?
could get away with this back then.
Maybe back then.
Back then, the people didn't know what like the CIA was and anything. You know.
But do you think they would rely on intimidating phone calls? I think they would.
I think they would if
go
the
a little
government-
further
hey,
than that.
Guys, we're the government. We did this. Like you know,
Yeah.
and they'd be stoked just to be told.
Right. Oh well,
Yeah.
we
What?
interrupting something.
No, not at all. Sorry.
So
So anyway, so that's the story of the Flatwoods Monster.
really, that's where it ends. Nobody
Yeah.
ever saw it again.
No, I never saw it again.
Yeah.
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 But
They landed and we're like, fuck, everybody here is drunk. Dumb
some
fuck.
people,
Let's get out of here.
some people link this story with the Sandown clown
Oh, really?
and say that it's the same like species
Oh.
or entity.
Okay.
Because that's one of the things in the Sandown clown. That's what he tells the kids, that there's more of him.
Yeah. Enough of me to go around. Yeah. All right. Fuck. We're never going to escape that fucking clown. Hey. All right. Well, I'm going to disagree. Way more impressive show out for the fucking Flatwoods Monster.
Oh, yeah, big
He came
time.
with a spaceship,
Yeah.
not like a fucking tool shed.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't realize this was just a UFO
sighting.
crash.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a cryptid.
Yeah,
Really.
because it's always linked into cryptids, but
Yeah.
it's obviously a UFO thing.
Yeah.
So
It's weird the way that they did that.
Yeah.
Like, it has every hallmark of a fucking UFO.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
yeah,
Like, it's got the ship, it's got the eyewitness accounts, it's got them leaving the ship, it's
Yeah.
got the reports with the police and them looking for shit. It's got the smells and everybody seeing the meteor or what they thought were meteors. You know, it's got every fucking hallmark of a UFO, but then they're like, it's a monster.
yeah. Oh, Nikki, you left the room. Tell the audience, out of all the aliens in all popular culture,
Yeah.
which one would you sleep with?
Oh no! Hey, whoa! But fuck this. Mac and me is off the table.
Mac and me? Was it, batteries not included?
Nikki's rallying short circuit robot. He's on that ship with Jamie Lee Curtis and the virus. So who you going, Nick?
The Avatar aliens.
Oh, but you'd be in one too?
I guess you'd have to, huh?
Yeah, because you
hook
can't
up the little
breathe or
tails and
whatever.
stuff,
Yeah.
I have to think about that.
The character that I was thinking of is a Bajoran, and her name is Ro Laren.
Yeah.
And there's also 7 of 9.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh fuck, I
7 of
forgot.
9, yeah.
Yeah.
The Borg Queen.
The Borg Queen? You fucking dirty dog. You.
Wow.
You dirty bird.
Yeah, dude, the Borg Queen.
Yeah.
Good pull. Mm-hmm. Good pull. What was Barbarella? Is she human?
She was human.
She's human,
Yeah. Jane Fonda,
Yeah.
enemy of the U.S.
Right?
I've seen a bumper sticker that says like "fuck Jane Fonda."
Dude, what's the deal? What'd she do?
So I guess during the Vietnam War, she went and took a bunch of pictures with the Viet Cong and like interviewed them because at the time it was a very controversial war,
Yeah.
and much like the wars of today.
Yeah, this reeks of her brother.
Yeah, and
I got a good idea for you to do, Jane. I'm gonna stay.
And,
I'm gonna stay here being the fucking
and she was like a
counterculture hero.
she was like a big celebrity and stuff like that, but she like went down and like was with the enemy and interviewed the enemy and like.
Didn't tell anybody where they were.
You think fucking right wingers are like patriotic nowadays? God damn, in the 60s?
Woo! Woo!
Yeah, to burn your fucking house down.
Yeah, that was the height of we don't fuck around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's just weird because I think that like to this day she's like still is like considered like being a kook or whatever.
She still gets flack for that.
She still gets
Hannaway
flack
Jane.
for it. Yeah, Hannaway Jane.
Hannaway Jane.
Yeah.
Hannaway.
Fuck. They had
Yeah.
a nickname and everything. Ooh, that must have been brutal.
But she was Barbarella.
Yeah,
And
dude,
she was pretty-
all's fucking forgiven.
Yeah, she was pretty babely back then.
You
All right.
seen her now?
Yeah, she's still good looking.
It ain't bad.
Yeah, and she has a little dog.
Yeah.
She was on the Norm Macdonald's talk
Dude.
show.
Korn's starting a fucking pet fucking brand.
Corn?
The band, Korn.
What are they making?
They're making leashes and shit. Freak on a leash. I'm not fucking with you, dude. I don't know if it's the whole band, but definitely the lead singer. He started like a leash, like pet company.
Okay, if I can find it, and,
Yeah.
and if it's not just one of your fever dreams, I'll put a picture of it.
Dude, look it up, dude. Freak on a Leash
Okay.
is this company.
I wonder where his leashes are produced.
What?
China.
China. I'm talking about China.
Yeah.
Current affairs.
Yeah,
It's
come
probably
on.
not going to take off.
Yeah, they probably jumped up in price.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's funny. I don't know why nobody in a press conference has ever asked Trump if he's raising the price on his MAGA hats because they're all made in China.
Yeah. So is ties.
They're like $80 or something.
So is ties. Remember when he has ties?
Oh yeah,
He's on
no.
The Apprentice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He goes on David Letterman or whatever, and he's like all bitching over there. It was like when he was first going for president or whatever. He's all bitching about how we need to bring jobs back here. And David Letterman goes, "This is a nice tie. Oh, where is it made? China. Look at that." And he just looks at the camera and goes, fuck around. Yeah. Yeah. And everybody's just like, fuck, all right.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the one reason that we haven't gotten rid of him. Is because like every time that we're like, ha ha, he's just like, so?
Yeah. So.
And then everybody goes like, well, fuck. Back to the drawing board.
All right. Should we call it and go have some lunch?
Yeah. This was a great one.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Yeah.
Back to form.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Dude. Then
right.
he wants to do it with the short circuit robot. You hear that?
Oh
Did you hear
shit!
that? Yeah.
I didn't get that. Short circuit
No,
robot.
who'd you originally
The
pick?
batteries not include the little tiny UFOs.
You fucking pervert.
I know. He wanted to do Mac and me, but I took it off the table.
You fucking sick fuck. You sick fucker.
Yeah. He's like, oh, what's Stitch doing? I was looking at him, he's like, oh, yeah.
All right. Well, on that note, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.
The battery's not
subscribe.
included. Like fucking Jodie Foster from Taxi. I'm sorry. I can't help it now.
Like and subscribe.
My face hurts.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nikki.
Thank
Shout
you.
out to Carlos.
Friend of the show, Carlos. Oh, yeah. We should ask Carlos what alien he would like to sleep with.
Comment down below.
Comment down below. All right. Yeah.
Space Jam's
listeners.
off limits.
Listeners, in the comments, tell us what alien you'd sleep with.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Which one you getting down with?
All right. Like and subscribe. Have fun.
Yeah.
Bye, folks.
Bye.